So recently, the once dead Roblox game Fisch has returned. The game has miraculously been revived, reaching back up to 500,000 concurrent players. But how? Well, we're gonna have to start from the beginning to see the full scale of Fisch's rise, downfall, and how it has returned. But before we get into the video, don't forget to like and subscribe since my goal for the end of the year is 10k, but without further ado, let's get into the video. It all started off on October 5th, 2024 when Nate released Fisch. The game was an instant success. On release day it had over 2,000 concurrent players, then just 44 days after the launch, the game reached over 220,000 concurrent players. Now, why was Fisch so popular? Well, everyone loved the chill atmosphere of the game and how there were little to no Robux options. The people also loved the aspect of getting the best ride or the rarest fish possible. There are over 200,000 variations of fish possible to get, basically making the possibilities endless. The game was also simple and easy to understand. All you do is fish, sell the fish, buy better rods, and try to get the rarest fish possible. Another reason why people like the game is because of its wide exploration. There are multiple islands in the game with many different themes and secret areas. Also, thousands of content creators were making videos on the game, making it even bigger. They were pulling in millions of views. The game peaked at 500,000 concurrent players and, at the time, making it one of the biggest games on Roblox. The game looked like it had a bright future ahead of itself and nothing could stop its momentum. Until Nate, the owner of Fisch, wasn't prepared for this type of instant success and he didn't know how to run such a popular game. So either he could keep developing the game or sell it to a Roblox studio. So he made a decision. On November 2nd, 2024, he ended up selling the game to Do Big Studios, which would turn out to be the worst mistake he has ever made. Now, what is Do Big Studios and why do they have such a bad reputation? So, Do Big Studios is a Roblox game studio where they acquire games and develop them. They own games such as Blade Ball, Grow a Garden, Steal a Brainrot, and more. And all of the games that Do Big Studios own are all pay to win and have slowly begun to die. Take Blade Ball for example. The game peaked at 551,000 concurrent players, but once Do Big Studios acquired Blade Ball, they added pay-to-win items and bad updates to the game, which slowly killed off the game, leaving it at around 20,000 concurrent players on a good day. Now, if they own such popular games, they should be a good studio, right? Well, no, not at all actually. They're known for adding very pay-to-win aspects to the games they own, trying to make as much money as possible and not caring for the actual gameplay. They are also known for releasing bad, low-quality updates for the games they own in general. And whenever they acquired Fisch, they immediately got to work on adding multiple pay-to-win aspects to the game, such as limited-time boats, luck multipliers, and rod skins that costed thousands of Robux. The community was outraged that Nate sold the game to such a bad studio, and the more updates Do Big pushed out, the more players that left the game. But the update that indefinitely killed the game was the C2 update. This was the last straw for the community. Everyone hated C2 and wanted it removed, but of course they didn't listen and kept it in the game. Around a month after the C2 update, the game was left with 10,000 concurrent players. It was barely clinging on to life and everyone thought Fisch was done for. Until the original owner of Fisch saw the state Fisch was in and he knew he had to do something about it. He couldn't let Do Big Studios ruin his game any longer, so he bought it back and got his original dev team back. The first thing they did was remove C2 and remove all the pay-to-win aspects to the game, which was already a huge improvement. Once people saw the improvements to the game and that Nate was the owner of Fisch again, people started to return to the game and it went from 10,000 concurrent players to 30,000 concurrent players in just a few weeks. Once people started noticing the game was getting revived, a lot of content creators came back to the game and started making videos on hyping the game up, saying it's gonna come back. With all this hype built around the game, it started growing exponentially, going from 30,000 to 500,000 concurrent players, putting it back in its prime when the game first released. Now, Fisch averages around 100,000 to 200,000 concurrent players, and on update days it breaks over 500,000 concurrent players. In my opinion, this is very impressive from Nate and his team being able to revive the game. From it being all the way down to 10,000 concurrent players and then bringing it all the way back up to 500,000 concurrent players is absolutely insane. It's also the first and only game to break the Do Big curse. Now, what do you guys think about this? Is Fisch here to stay or will it somehow die once again? Well, that's all for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and here are my last 10 subscribers. And yeah, see ya.